Hey guys, so in this video we'll be looking at log rules, and I've written out the log rules on the left over here. There are 4 basic rules that we'll go over in this video. There are other rules as well, but we're just going to cover these 4 main rules in this video. So I'm going to go over some examples and see how we use these log rules to solve a problem or simplify a problem. So let's look at a problem over here. Log of base 3 x equals 2, and I want to find out what x is. Well, I have to think about what log rule will I use. Well, looking at this, I'll probably use the first log rule right there, because I can see it's written in this format over there, and I can rewrite it in this form to find x. So we can rewrite it, and we find that x is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. Well, therefore x equals 9. So I rewrite this like that, and I get what x is. And you can solve it in a different way. Not in a different way, I mean you can solve different problems using this method right there. So let's look at another example. So let's look at log of 2 plus log of 4, and I want to write this as a single term. Well, I can see that I can use this rule right there, so I can rewrite this as log of 2 times 4, which therefore equals log of 8. Now I've written this as a single term. Well, let's look at another example where we can use another log rule. Okay, so I might just cover this up over there, and let's look at log of 6 minus log of 2, and I want to write this as a single term. Well, we can rewrite this as log of 6 over 2, and therefore we can simplify that becomes log of 3, and we've just used this log rule right here, so I can just point an arrow down there for that one. Cool. Just in case you missed it, this one we've used that log rule right there. Cool. Now let's look at another one that we can use. Oh, we'll look at more of a complicated problem. Alright. Now let's just say, well, not a complicated problem, but maybe a simple problem, but let's just apply it. So let's just say I had log of base 4, 16 equals x, and I want to find out what x is. Alright, there are many different ways of doing this. Alright, but we're going to go over just some examples where we use some log rules to solve this. Alright, so what you could do is we can rewrite this in terms of our b to the power of x equals a. So we get 4 to the power of x equals 16. And now you look at this and go, well, obviously we know that 16 is 4 squared. So we know that x equals 2. Right? We know that, 16 equals 4 squared. And since both the bases will be exactly the same, x would be 2. But let's just say if it was a bit more of a complicated one, how could we use our log rules to solve this? So what you can do is you've got this part right there, and what you could do is you can log both sides, and it will look like this. Log of 4 to the power of x equals log of 16. Right? Now I'm just showing you this trivial example, just in case you had more of a complicated example. Alright? Now what you could do is, you could take x to the front, right? You can apply this log rule over here, x log of 4 equals log of 16. Alright? Now all you can do is divide this side by log of 4, and you divide this side by log of 4, and you can get x equals log of 16 over log of 4. And if you have a calculator, you can pop this in a calculator, a scientific calculator or a graphics calculator, and you should get x equals 2. You could check this as well if you want to, if you have a graphics calculator or a scientific calculator. Otherwise, if you wanted to be more algebraic, you could also do this. So we'll go back to this step right here, just this part over here, and I'll rewrite that over there. So log of 4 to the power of x equals log of 16. Alright. Now, you can obviously apply log rules over here and go x log of 4 equals log of 16. Alright. And you can obviously divide this by log of 4. And you divide this side by log of 4. So you get x equals log of 16 over log of 4. Now obviously we can write this 16 in terms of a base 4. So we can rewrite this as x equals log of 4 squared over log of 4. Cool. Now all you can do is apply another log rule over there and go, well, x equals 2 log of 4 over log of 4. And yes, you would have guessed it right. You can cancel out the log of 4 over there and cancel out the log of 4 over there, and you get x equals 2. So there are different approaches to approaching this problem. This was just a really basic example. You can do this for more complicated examples as well. We're going to go over one more quick example, alright, and then that will be our last example in this video. So let's say we had a problem 2 log of 3 minus 3 log of 2. And we want to write this as a single number or term. Okay, so join it up together so it's written as a single number or a single term. Cool. So what we could do is obviously apply some log rules. So we can go, well, we can convert this side and make it log 3 squared, and we can do the same over here. A log of 2 to the power of 3. And then obviously we can apply our powers in there. So our log of 3 squared becomes 9, and log of 2 cubed becomes 8. Log of 8. And now we can apply our log rule, which is the subtraction formula right there, which turns into a quotient. So therefore log of 9 over 8. And we have written this as a single term. Or number. Remember, this is just a number. If you put this on your calculator, log 9 over 8, it will become a number. Just remember, in your calculator, make sure you put brackets around the 9 over 8.